Hello everyone, hope you all are doing good and safe at home. So today I'm coming with a trending topic that is Nirav Modi scam. Okay, the biggest scam that happened in the banking industry, the scam which is swooping almost 11,000 crores in the banking and totally sever the economic of India. Okay, so today we'll know about the what exactly this scam and what is the reason that this scam has occurred and what is the relation we can take from this scam. Okay, so before going to detail all these things, I just want all of you, if you are new in my video, just subscribe my channel. Okay, so go to the when you come to the Nirav Modi scam, so the person who is behind this scam is none other than Nirav Modi. So when you know that the surname is Modi, we know that one of person who is our prime minister, who became the Chaiwalaji prime minister, so popular, who has developed our country, taken our country from in such a developing level. And other side we think that another person, another Modi, which is who left with all the money from our country. Okay, and just give us in his horrible situations. So what exactly the scam uh, the occur in the banking industry? Okay, so before that we'll know about who is the Nirav Modi. So Nirav Modi is a diamond jeweler, and his shop and his company based in Britain, in the United Kingdom. Okay, so he is the for very popular person. He is ranks in the 57 in the Forbes magazine. Okay, and basically his work is like he used to purchase the gold from the companies and sell it to the customer through his jewelries. Purchase the diamond from the company, sell is the to the jewelries. Okay, it's basically a diamond shop. It has a diamond shop. Okay, so what is the reason that, so if you want to buy something, if you want to buy something, and if you want to buy something as a raw diamond, you just have to have all kind of funds required to purchase it. That's called an trade. Okay, in finance language is called an trade is nothing but an exchange of services, goods and services between two persons. So here the goods is nothing but diamond, but the services is nothing but the payment is nothing but the cash that so for the fund he has to approach one bank. Okay, so when you go to the bank, just what exactly the bank do? Okay, if the person is residing in foreign and the person is an if the person is an based in India, which is called the NRI. Okay, so he generally go to the bank, and the bank name is PNB, Punjab National Bank. So Punjab National Bank has to offer and has to pay letter of understanding its overseas branches. It may not be the PNB branches, may be the different branches of public sector. It may be the Allahabad Bank, it may be the like Bank of Baroda, whatever the things. So here the two of the overseas branches that it has issued a letter of understanding is none other than the Allahabad Bank and the Axis Bank. Okay, the two other banks that is issued the letter of understanding. So letter of understanding is nothing, is basically you have to pay the fund to the need, pay the fund the person who wants to take a loan from you. For that we have to give an guarantee to you that in case the person default, we have to pay the money to you unconditionally. Okay, so that is the main thing that the PNB has given, and it basically the consent, or basically the understanding between the PNB and the overseas branches. Okay, so why the PNB is given so much of things? Because PNB has to take the collateral from the person, and it has to provide the letter of understanding its overseas branches to provide the loan to the Nirav Modi. Okay, so here the things happen differently. So what is the thing happened differently? Nirav Modi was allegedly taking the fund from all of the foreign branches with a fake letter of understanding. Okay, so how was that is happened? Because it doesn't have any collateral with the bank, the Indian bank, but it is issued the letter of understanding to his foreign branches. Okay, so one of the newspaper has already reported that Nirav Modi maternal uncle, which is Mehul Chokasi, and other relatives are the employees of the PNB. So that's why he taken a loan. That is why he got some favor to take in a loan. So how this type of understanding go, even if it is a bank, and even as a bank having core banking system. Okay, so basically what happened, the letter of understanding is goes to the through the SWIFT, okay, which is called in Society of Worldwide Interbank Financial Transactions. Okay, it's basically whenever the trade happen. For example, if the goods and services, goods and payments deliver, goods deliver and payment receive, there is one message is gone from one bank to the another bank. Okay, that's called an SWIFT. Okay, so this letter of understanding goes through the SWIFT. So SWIFT is basically nothing. It's like I told you, it is a code. Okay, it's a code which consists of country code, bank code, and the branch code. Okay, so through this code, the money and the payment is relieved, or we can say the delivered or received from one bank to the another bank. Okay, money is received. So that is happen in this case. Okay, what exactly the happen? So one of the employee of PNB bank allegedly do the all kind of swift transfer through its overseas branches. Okay, and it was started from the year of 2011. Okay, so it was started in the year of 2011 and goes on like that. So according to the bank, if your bank is paying a money to the person, okay, and giving a loan to the person, if the person doesn't have the capacity to pay within the 90 days of the loan, then it become a NPA, non-performing assets. Okay, so when the fund become a non-performing assets, when the person people become a non-performing assets, bank has to pass the penalties. Okay, so Nirav Modi and on all his employees are taking loan from a bank and from the year of 1 year without giving a kind of document and without giving any kind of things. So whenever its foreign branches ask for the payment of money because it's going to be NPA, they don't have anything to pay it. Okay, they don't have any document to prove that it has taken their loans from the bank. They don't have any document. So it is goes on like that, and from 2011 and 2018. Okay, so that is like that. So how this SWIFT is transferred? So one thing is coming into mind, that how is SWIFT is transferred and without coming into the limelight for all the PNB, I think the management, why it is not come into the attention of the PNB management? Because it will come into attention if the system, if the SWIFT is go to CBS. So one another term it is called, that is CBS, that is called core banking system. So what is a core banking system? Is nothing but all over the application, all of the systems have an one server on this, that the payment has happened. For example, your mobile banking, your internet banking, your like bank branches, everything have a one server, that is in CBS, which is core banking system. So SWIFT has to be goes through this server, or SWIFT has to be goes through this core banking system, but which was never happened later on. So why? Because the PNB people who was allegedly in this case, they never send their SWIFT messages through this core banking system. Okay, that's why it never get checked, because whenever SWIFT has to go to the core banking system, definitely it has a three layer of security. One is a maker, a checker, and a verify within the core banking system before it issued, which was never happened in this SWIFT has raised. Okay, that's why the fraud is going on like that, and nobody come into come to check that fraud. Okay, so PNB employee misused the SWIFT network to transmit the message to Allahabad Bank and Axis Bank on fund requirement. So all this was done using SWIFT password. The transaction is never recorded in the bank's core system, thereby keeping the PNB management in the dark of years. Okay, so that is what's happened in the SWIFT system. So the letter of understanding was happened through the SWIFT system, is without the core banking. Okay, so So if the further say that none of the transaction was routed through the core banking solution and CBS system that are allowing early detection of the fraudulent activity. So the activity can be detected early, but the thing was it was not detected because of the CBS core banking system. Okay, so that's why the scam happened in this country. So later on in 2018, when the one of the person who's taking giving a letter to the PM of one office that there is a scam and offer, and one of the PNB employees was given management given letter to the PM regarding the scam. The management is came and to detect, and the CBI and EB, that is information direct, come into the existence and provide or scrutinize all of the things that has happened. So that's why in 2018 all the things happen, 2000 things, all the scrutinized had done, and the accused Nirav Modi, who was charged of money laundering cases, allegedly taking the fund for his dummy companies. When I'm telling about dummy companies, it is never be a company. You have ever gone to the mobile shop? They will show you a mobile dummy, right? That is not a dummy. That's a showcase. Okay, so that you can purchase the money, purchase the mobile on the basis of that. It's that generally like that. The Nirav Modi itself has created dummy companies, taking a uh, loan from the PNB, okay, Punjab National Bank. Okay, that's why the PNB has to face the lot of frauds that is never been happen in our country and in our centuries before. Okay, so that is the one thing. And what exactly happened is like the enforcement direct recovered the bank token devices, the foreign doming companies, and the proof agency found that Nirav Modi and brother of Nirav Modi had destroyed the devices after the scam broke out. Okay, basically they have taken the for their dummy company, they had taken from some time of tokens from the Indian banks. Okay, and when the AB and the CBI come into this, they have destroyed this in order to reduce the destroy all the proof that they have taken the loan from the bank. Okay, so what exactly they have already taken 11,000 crores, and after that when the CBI detect all these things is okay, so all these things in and managed to get 1220 more such guarantees over the next 74 months. It means that the Nirav Modi has taken letter of understanding or letter of guarantee almost 12 like number of letter of guarantee for their loans to make such kind of trades. Okay, and they have detected all these things, and they have also detected that and here they have also detected that the devices which is among that, and their information detected also sees the movable and removable properties of the 2362 I mean 2360 crores from the Nirav Modi. Although the loan amount is 12,000 crores, but they have already seized 2362 and 2360 crores from the Nirav Modi line. Okay, that's happened the entire history of this scam of Nirav Modi. So what exactly you will learn from these things, and because right now the NP is happening because the fraud, the giving the loan to the fraudulent person, they are not able to pay, they are taking loan from the bank, but in the money laundering, in the such allegedly taking the money from the bank, and they are in the case of money laundering, and right now and they are not able to pay, and they're just fleeing, they just fled away from India and overnight. Okay, they just fled away from our country without informing us. Okay, without informing all the management, all the government. Okay, so that is happening in the case. Okay, that's why our bank, our public sector bank, has to face a lot of losses and has to face the mergers and acquisitions in this recent past in 2019, which is reduced non lot of things, which is reduce the number of jobs which the people who are applied for just parent are looking for. Okay, that is the lesson that as people can learn, because of this people, our level of job creation is reduced because of these people, our bank has not able to recover its loan, which is almost 11%, which is the second highest in all over the world. That has happened, that's the lesson we're taking from this. Okay, so right now the person in Nirav Modi is in United Kingdom. Okay, so, and he is in the case of, like, I will tell you. Okay, this is in United Kingdom, and he is in political asylum, in what called political asylum. This means that he is like a victim, or a kind of a refugee in United Kingdom, who fled from its own country. Okay, so we cannot give in charge, we cannot give in a charge against him, because right now he is an citizen of United Kingdom. Okay, this is a citizen of UK. Okay, so that's all about my video. Hope you learn something and understand something from this topic, and thank you so much for watching.